ए जहाज इंडिया जाएगा। पहली बार, पहली इंडियन फिल्म, पहली हिंदी फिल्म जो मैंने देखा लगान था, इतना झटका हुआ। 250-200 इंडियन हिंदी फिल्म्स देखा।
What kind of character would you like to play?
A lover.
ऐसे टाइप किरदार हम लोगों को बहुत कम मिलते हैं। ऐसा सपना हमेशा देखूंगा। I remember we met on Republic Day 2008. That relationship, kadam kadam, you're getting stronger.
Do you believe in the destiny?
Yeah, I guess.
According to you, Eadward?
Oh gosh. No, like I said, poor kind of connectedness that Indians have for each other. एक महीनू गुरु नानक जहाज फिल्म
जरूर देखो।
जरूर देखो।
एक मैं गुरु नानक जहाज फिल्म जरूर देखो। You did great.
Thank
and
you.
It's been really a pleasure
lovely.
talking with you.
Thank you. My first question, had you heard about Komagata Maru before doing this film?
No, I'd never heard of it.
Yeah, this part of history I was not aware of until this film came to me.
Okay. How did you feel when you firstly heard about 376 passengers Komagata Maru?
I mean, I think it's a horrible tragedy, of course, and it sort of signifies something in the human condition that is capable of these atrocities. I mean, we see it time and time again throughout history. So this is a very important story that needs to be told that a lot of people just don't know about. So
Recently, I watched the film Kesari Chapter 2. It is an amazing film. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
What kind of character would you like to play?
A lover.
Okay.
A good guy. A lover.
It's
Or James Bond. I mean.
ऐसे टाइप किरदार हम लोगों को बहुत कम मिलते हैं। We don't get these kind of roles very much. It's the industry, man.
Never.
I mean, I understand why. It's because the colonial history is there, and that's also my rosy roti marks to some extent that that opportunity is there for so many roles which are mostly negative, not all.
Yes.
Like you've been actually in romantic roles, I think, more than I have too. We get these occasionally, just because the majority is sort of the the colonial Kalnayak type. Doesn't mean that there's not some scope for other things. And so when we get those roles that are different, there is a special kind of feeling that we kind of get into it with, because it's a good opportunity to get away from the villain type. But I love playing villains too. I do.
What do you like the most? Photography, writing, playing drums, and acting?
I mean, I like all. I like all for different reasons. I mean, but all they all satisfy some sort of creative longing and creative outlet. They're just different sort of, I suppose it would be like enjoying speaking different languages, right? If you really enjoy, you can just say things in a different way in this language as opposed to saying things in a different way in that language. But it's all, expressing yourself. So I would say equally. It just depends on what day I'm doing what. It's kind of like tying your shoes and putting on your pants. It just depends on which day you're doing what. And yeah.
Okay. And what do you like the most? Hosting, acting?
I do love doing comedy, and I never do it anymore. It's something that I kind of had a dream of doing, and then I got busy with making money instead. Like this is maybe, the last time I was really on the comedy, like stand-up comedy trail was, seems like 10 years ago or so. But then, with the requirements of, making a living and supporting a family and everything, I kind of, and my just limited amount of creative juice, I realized I had to focus on films and shows more where, I could make a good living and there was a lot of work. So I stuck with that. But the dream of comedy is always going to be there. I'm always going to, aisa sapna, hamesha dekhunga. Indipedia.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm very, very proud of Indipedia. That was something that we made that I feel really came out nice. And I was very honored and privileged to be able to host a show about Indian culture that, a culture that I am, that I came to later in life. I hope to do more of that kind of work, but I think that was a very special little moment that when that show came out.
Okay. If I'm not wrong, both of you have married Indian girls.
We met 2010 and we're friends for about 2 years, and then the rest is history.
Nice. Eadward?
We met shortly after I shifted to Mumbai in 2008. I remember we met on Republic Day, 2008. So Republic Day always has a special place in my heart.
Don't leave. How do you stay together? Don't leave. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not one to give advice, really. Yeah.
Related to marriage. Eadward?
No, I mean in general. I'm not somebody who gives. I don't.
It's a big responsibility.
I don't enjoy giving.
Yes.
I don't enjoy giving advice.
I'm not sure how wise my advice would be either. Actually, I'll take a stab at it though. I think something I saw or read recently really felt true to me, that in a relationship or a marriage, it's not the big grand gestures, it's the everyday little things that matter. And the anytime your partner turns to you with something, just like, hey, just, I just saw this on my phone, or I just, thought about this, or whatever. It's when you turn into that, every opportunity you get, just engage and interact. And because you have like 3 options. You can engage and turn into it, whatever they bring to you. And this is not just your partner, your children, your friends, or you can just ignore it, let it go, or you can fight about it, and every time you lean in and just get into whatever they're bringing to you, whatever little thing, you're building that relationship, kadam kadam, you're getting stronger in love, so that's one thing, but it's a big topic.
Yeah, supporting each other is huge, and in this way that you're talking about, just these little small daily things, and I think probably the secret sauce of any real long-term marriage is really being good friends, really liking each other. At the end of the day, if you really you can love somebody without really liking them that much. You can just love somebody and be in love and all of that stuff. And everyone's swept away by that feeling, but really liking the person respecting the person and just enjoying their company. Yeah.
Do you believe in the destiny?
Yeah, I guess. No,
Sounds like a no.
No, I mean, I would be the one who's, I was hearing my wife's voice. She's not so sure about it. No, I guess I do. I mean, yeah. And it's also, I mean, it's not just destiny. I mean, we're also, I believe in, it's a yin and yang. I mean, there's destiny, but you also have to participate in the destiny. Yes. I mean, you can get a sign that says go that way, but you actually have to put your feet in that direction and go that way in order to get there.
I think Eadward believes in the destiny.
You think? Maybe, yeah. I do believe it's there in some things, and some things no. And how to know if this thing you're in is destined or if it's just chance, that is the tricky part. That's where, you really just have to be able to listen to that still small voice inside to get answers. Is this destiny? Is this something I need to surrender to? Or is this something I need to fight or action in another direction? These are the kinds of questions that just are so important.
Good question.
Thank you. What do you think the best thing about India?
I would say in general, my experience in general is people are so not just kind, so genuine and so helpful in a way that I hadn't ever experienced in the US. I mean, for instance, when I first came here to work on this photography book, and everyone I met, was saying, oh, I know the number of, someone. So like I'd sit down and wherever I would sit, have lunch, and everyone would just go around, pick out their phones and say, oh, I've got the number of a cousin of somebody who knows this person. And I mean, just everyone I met. Whereas in the States, I couldn't get even people that I knew that knew, an actor I wanted to photograph, they wouldn't help. Nobody would help. It was like pulling teeth. Here, everyone just goes out of their way. They're so helpful. Yeah. Just the way that everyone, refers to as, Didi and Bhaiya. Like it's this genuine sense of community, of family that I haven't experienced in the US.
Okay, Eadward.
Same. It's the people, yeah. And that sense of community and togetherness that comes. It's funny because in some places, in some areas of life, it's not there. Like, I drive my own car in Mumbai. I've been driving for like 15 years, and in a sense, all the other drivers, they're your enemy, and you have to get in front of them, and you have to watch out because everybody's just only driving for themselves, right? And in America,
but it seems like a fun game.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But in where I'm from in America, it's a totally different way of driving, and you let people in. They put their turn signal on, you back off, they go in. And then everybody, everyone's allowing everything, but in when you're driving in India, everyone has to take what they need from the others. But as soon as you roll down your window, you ask that same guy who was about to kill you, you ask him for directions, then he'll do everything for you, to get you where you need to go. He is your brother now, because you asked for help, because you made a connection, and so it's easy sometimes for, I think, tourists to lose sight of that core kind of connectedness that Indians have for each other, because on the outside there's also that fighting kind of exterior, but the interior, as soon as you crack open what's in there, it's just vast and huge and deep. That sense of connectedness and willingness to
Okay, Edward, in this movie, you said in Punjabi, "A jahaz India jayega," means this ship will go to India.
Yeah.
You. So now, can you say it in Punjabi? "A jahaz India jayega."
"A Jahaz India Jayega."
Nice.
That's very
nice.
close to Hindi, so
I was gonna say, it sounds like
yes,
it.
yes.
that was an easy one. Yeah.
ओके तो अभी थोड़ा हिंदी में पूछ लेती हूँ मैं आपसे. डिसाइड कर चुके थे कि इंडिया में ही रहोगे अब, ऐसा कुछ प्लान था?
जब मैं इंडिया सीखने शुरू किया उस टाइम पे वो ऐसा प्लान वो पक्का नहीं था, लेकिन वो सपना देखने लगा. और एक्चुअली वो बॉलीवुड की वजह से ये सब स्टार्ट हुआ है. मैंने लगान देखा पहली बार, पहली इंडियन फिल्म, पहली हिंदी फिल्म जो मैंने देखा लगान था. इतना झटका हुआ वो देखने से कि वो कीड़ा हो गया बॉलीवुड की का और इंडिया आने का. एंड इंडिया आने से पहले लगभग 250-200 इंडियन हिंदी फिल्म्स देखा. फिर और हिंदी सीख लिया थोड़ा बहुत. एंड उसके बाद मैं इंडिया आया पहली बार घूमने के लिए. फिर 8 महीने के बाद मैं अमेरिका वापस आया, लेकिन वो और उसके अलावा कुछ नहीं देख सकता हूँ, कुछ नहीं सोच सकता हूँ, सिर्फ इंडिया वापस आने के लिए. तो आई केम बैक टू इंडिया, मुंबई.
Mark, according to you, what is the best mantra for success?
Come on, Guru.
Best mantra for success? Oh, discipline is freedom, but success. It depends on
how do you define success?
Discipline has a lot to do with it, no matter what. Yeah, if you want to be good at something, then you need a lot of discipline to better yourself.
Gosh, that's not what I want to hear.
It's all luck.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're luck.
That's easier for
According
me.
to you, Edward.
Oh gosh, no. Like I said. I think it is true. I mean, like fortune favors the prepared.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And I think the more energy you put into something, the more it comes to you. And it might not happen when you think or right away, but the more energy, the more efforts that you put in one direction, the more the universe supports you in that direction. That's what I have seen and witnessed.
I'm sorry if I am asking
great.
any wrong question.
No, you were great.
You did great.
Thank
and
you.
It's been really a pleasure
lovely.
talking with you.
Thank you. Speak with me in Punjabi.
Huh.
Okay?
Yes.
So we are appealing to the audience. Go and watch this film. Sat Sri Akal.
Sat Sri Akal.
Sat Sri Akal.
Sat Sri Akal.
1 Mei.
1 Mei.
1 Mei.
1 Mei.
हाँ, 1 मई ਨੂੰ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਜਹਾਜ਼ ਫਿਲਮ
1 मई ਨੂੰ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਜਹਾਜ਼ ਫਿਲਮ
ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਦੇਖੋ.
Okay.
Zarur dekho.
1 मई गुरु नानक जहाज फिल्म जरूर देखो.